Hey everyone. Little chat about Save the Children, the charity that we are helping here. 1 in 6 children worldwide are out of school, missing out on critical learning. Education gives children the tools to help fight poverty and disease. Every child deserves a chance at an education to secure their future in this world. You can help give children education and future by donating during the Speed Souls charity marathon. And now, that's my drum. Coming live to you right here on the Speed Souls channel, Sekiro Omega coming in, our runner, 195 pounds, the leanest cut of meat and the market, voted top 3 samurais in the state of Indiana, LilAggy.
Hi. Are there 3 samurais in Indiana? I don't know about that count. Seems a little high to me. Anyway, hello. My name is Aggie, and I'm running Sekiro.
And also I'm gonna help Aggie with comments
This
of the run.
My dear
and
friend.
I'm a Flash.
Anyway, yeah, so this is this game. I guess we just go. We can get started.
This is Sekiro Shadows Die Twice.
It sure is, it sure is. Alright, yeah, so we're doing 80%. I'm just gonna go ahead and count down and start, and we can just get into it during the run. But yeah, okay. So, 3, 2, 1, go.
So yeah, the beginning of the game is just a couple cutscenes. Then we go into the tutorial, and the tutorial area is something we can't really do anything in this area because we can't sprint, we can't attack, we can't block.
We can jump though.
And
we
we can jump. Yeah, and jumping is OP.
Yep.
So we just jump because it's faster than just walking.
Yep.
And actually this area is kind of RNG, so you can get killed randomly by any of the like ranged enemies.
Yeah, so they're gonna keep shooting at me, and ideally I don't get shot, otherwise it's gonna be pretty awkward, but it usually works out, we'll see.
Yeah, beginning is pretty chill.
Oh, okay, that was... We're fine, that's fine.
We are fine.
So yeah, we're gonna get our sword from Kuro here, and then we are not gonna go out the front door because it's slower. But now that we have the sword, we actually can sprint. So we will do so.
So yeah, we're gonna meet the first boss of the game. Well, not really the boss, but... Well, it is the boss, but you can't kill it.
It is, yeah.
Kill him. Yeah. And it's faster to actually die to the first Genichiro encounter. Like, you actually can beat him, but it's not gonna change anything except cutscene. So it's like pretty useless. And of course we're gonna pick up some stuff in this run, some items, consumables. Like Aggie picked up the Fistful of Ash, and this is the consumable we're gonna use specifically for the Corrupted Monk quick kill strat.
And that one's super important.
Yeah, it's like crucial actually, because we're gonna kill Monk early and it's gonna be like a single hit. Technically.
But yeah, just a couple last jumps to Genichiro here, and then we're just gonna let him chop the arm off. Then we can actually get into the run. Oh boy.
Yeah. We actually get teleported to like the real world of the game from the prologue, and we are in Ashen outskirts. And also we do get the Shinobi prosthetic that allows us to actually grapple to things, which is very useful. And start of the Sekiro run, specifically any percent, is like we have this one of the hardest skips in the game, or I guess the hardest.
Yeah, it's definitely the hardest skip.
Right, yeah, that is used in real runs. It's Ogre skip, and Ogre skip is just the Ogre skip. It's just a difficult delayed jump that you have like just a couple frames when you can perform the specific jump.
Yep.
That gives you extra length because you delay your jump and jump later.
Yeah, basically when you run off a ledge in this game, there will be a little invisible wall that stops you from just sailing off the ledge right away. But if you sprint to get it long enough, that wall goes away, and then when that happens, you have just a brief moment in time where you're not actually on the ground, but can still jump. I'm using Agachi and Sugar here just so I don't get Ogre aggro, to make this a little bit easier.
It's a safety strat, yeah. Usually in a real speedrun, you don't do it. Like, you don't use the Gachin. And you have like around 3 to 4 attempts to actually get the jump working without the sugar.
Oh boy.
Now this is fine.
This is what it usually looks like.
Yeah, it's like, as we mentioned, like this is actually the most difficult skip in the run.
Yeah.
In the whole Sekiro runs, so it's just fine to fail it.
Oh my gosh, I think the camera sense might be messed up.
Concern those?
Yeah. I'm gonna check. Okay, no, it's fine.
This
I'm
is
just
a bit
bad.
concerning.
Yeah, we might be in a little bit of trouble. Oh, okay, there we
Should
go.
be fine. Yeah, easy, first try.
Yep. Literally free.
So yeah, the thing with delayed jump, like as Aggie mentioned, like there is like an invisible barrier that prevents you from falling if you don't sprint from the ledges and stuff. And in some places, like for example, for the one of the next skips for the Gyobu, we're gonna do the delayed jump as well, but there is not gonna be this barrier from on the surface we're gonna jump from, and it's gonna make delayed jump like 100 times easier. Like it's super comfy to do when you don't have these barriers.
Yeah, that one's not too bad at all. I'm gonna take a peach strat here. You can actually just jump over this canyon without sliding against the wall, but
I actually don't like to do for a canyon skip in the marathon.
yeah, it's called canyon.
You don't
skip,
like the backup?
I don't even know the backup. isn't this the backup?
Really? No. I mean,
No.
if you fall, you can just go around the snake. It's not that big of a deal. but
Oh,
whatever.
I try to do that sometimes. It works out. Sometimes it doesn't. But yeah, it's fine.
Oh, yeah. Fair.
But yeah, that jump only saves like 5 or 6 seconds or so. So it's not.
Yeah,
a huge
it's crucial for this category, for example, but the longer category is, the less time it saves. Obviously, well, it saves the same amount of time, just compared to the length of the run, it's not as critical.
Yeah.
So yeah, the next skip is actually Gyobu skip. It's also delayed jump, so it's just a parkour skip.
Yep. Shout out to Spanish.
But
Gyobu.
it.
Wait, it's not Spanish. What I do?
What happens?
Oh no. Like, okay, 99% of the time I play in Spanish, but I don't know why it's not in Spanish right now. Alright, well, that's fine. Yeah, he's just gonna run off the ledge and be a good boy.
Yeah, the thing is that when you are inside the boss arena, there are invisible walls for the boss, so he can fall off. But on this roof, we are kind of outside of the boss arena in game things that we are not in a boss fight or something. So it makes invisible walls to disappear, and boss can just run off from the cliff. And yeah, boss just falls in the kill box and dies. So that's how we beat like the first boss of the game.
Yep. And then one last big skip here. Just going around the outside of the bowl arena here, so we don't have to deal with that mess.
Yeah, Sekiro is pretty heavy on the jump skips. Like it's a lot of parkour, and usually it's quite difficult. It can be like not insanely difficult, but it's usually a precise jumps all over the place.
Yeah,
So it's always easy to fail them.
You've got a lot more movement options in this game compared to the other Souls games, which just... I mean, those games are already broken, so you can only imagine how torn apart this one is. But we do actually have like one real fight coming up here with Lone Shadow. This is like one of 2 fights that's actually more or less vanilla. Yeah, combat in this game, you pretty much just wail on them as much as possible. The more aggressive you are, the more predictable the boss is going. But yeah, we just have to fill his splash meter up. Okay.
Yeah, most of the bosses are killed with the posture damage because it's faster. But it kind of depends.
So yeah, that's that.
Yeah, we'll grab the money. it's not that important to grab the money. It allows us to buy, if I remember, like the spirit emblems to deal like a bit of extra damage with the mortal draw in the Asian fight later on.
Yep.
Something like that.
Yeah, it's not critical at all. You can still use all of your combat arts even if you don't have enough spirit emblems for them for some reason. But they're like weaker versions that'll do less damage. So we want to get that as much money as we can without going too far out of our way.
So I guess we can talk a bit about routing. So why we do go to Monk at first, because after killing Monk, you allowed to dive, and dive is a crucial ability to be able to use air swim. And air swim is like bread and butter of this run, especially any %. This is a bit concerning.
We're good.
Okay, this is fine.
So with Snake Eyes here, we are going to do a thing called dead angle, and so basically, when you attack an enemy and they don't block it, they'll get staggered back a little bit. But if she's backed into her corner, which there's an invisible wall here, so she's in a corner essentially, she's just going to be able to just keep chaining those over and over again, as long as we attack at a specific angle where she doesn't know to block it.
Yeah, there is like a single attack she can do that you can't interrupt with your normal attacks, so you need to actually deflect the grab and continue the cycle.
Yeah, it's also weirdly like the only grab you can deflect in the whole game.
Yeah, and it's actually quite a tricky grab to deflect.
Yeah, a little bit awkward timing to it for sure.
Yeah, it's not as, I don't know, the animation itself is not very readable, I would say. It's not that obvious.
Not trolled by the chicken. Nice.
Dang Pog. Avoided the insane cockerel of doom. So we do get Yashiriko sugars there, and this is like the most powerful sugar. It halves the max HP we have, but provides the 25%, if I remember correctly, of extra damage and posture damage, which is even more important, because it's a significant buff that will make boss fights. Well, in this category, we're not gonna have like that many bosses.
Yeah, we're only gonna use them on the final boss. But...
Yeah, Emma edition, but it's actually a significant difference between using the sugars and not using them.
Actually, I guess we're gonna use it on Genichiro as well.
Oh yeah, Genichiro, of course.
Belated shout out to Miss Noble. Best boss.
Yeah, Miss Noble is the best mini boss in the game. The comfy one.
Yep.
Spammer one and win. Yeah, also like before the Miss Noble, I used some jump on the tree that actually saves time, because normally you should go around and take the tree and jump on the roof from the different sides.
Yeah, it's not a huge skip or anything, it's just slightly faster movement to get to the same place. But next up is Corrupted Monk. So this is a mega cheese fight. So I picked up some Fistful of Ash and some Snap Seeds that I'm going to use to stagger her backwards. Before that, I'm going to equip all these items first off. But so this lady does not spawn until you walk into the center of the arena. But if we just skirt around the outside, we can get behind her before that happens, and she will not be aggroed to us. Which means we can just back her up like this, and she's still not aggro throughout this whole process, and then we can just get a stealth killer on her. Okay, I almost messed that up. Lost my walk-on.
Like, the problem of killing Monk in a marathon is that it's actually like one attempt, because you waste all of the consumables you have to perform the kill.
Yeah, if I messed that up, we would be in huge trouble.
We would save file. A lot save file, sorry. But yeah, it's pretty weird, the fact that boss doesn't notice you if you enter the arena from the specific spot, and at the same time, it's kind of weird that you're able to perform the aerial death blow on the boss, because apparently it's just a reskin of the True Monk, and they didn't disable the option of the aerial death blow, because original, like True Monk, the other version of this kind of boss that can be met later in the game, has intent, like you can death blow intentionally in one of the phases, and fortunately there is like a comfy
Massive
stone.
hole in the wall here, by the way. just
Yeah,
to note that. But yeah, here we're doing air swim, so we're just diving underwater out of bounds, and then because we're out of bounds, we are not contained to the body of water, which is pretty obvious, but...
Yeah,
so
it's
yeah,
like...
now we can just swim wherever we want, which we're going to get the rest of the items we need to reach the end game.
Yeah, instead of killing the bosses, we're gonna just collect everything. Well, we're gonna kill Genichiro and that's it. We're gonna kill Genichiro to actually not softlock the game, because if you obtain all the key items, and obtaining all the key items is casually not possible without killing Genichiro, because you can't acquire the Mortal's Blade normally. Like, somehow Genichiro cutscene overlaps with the owl cutscene on top of the roof, and like you just softlock the game if you acquire all of 3 key items like without killing Genichiro. So it's
yeah,
weird.
there is 3 key items. So we got 1 from Corrupted Monk, the Shelter Stone, and then when you kill Corrupted Monk, you also get this dive ability that we're using. And then the Mortal Blade behind Screen Monkeys is one of the others, and then the Lotus Flower, whatever that's called.
Yeah,
Guardian
flower
is the 3rd. So that's all we need to spawn the final boss. And get rid of Genichiro, as Dan said.
Yeah, there is like a trick, like the problem of the air swim is that in air, like while you are swimming, you can perform some actions, like for example you can death blow, you can like grab idols and stuff. So for that purpose, we need to cancel air swim sometimes, and to cancel air swim you need to find the out of bounds water to actually swim up or to enter the cutscene. Unfortunately, sometimes when you are like very close to the edge of the water, like on the wall or whatever, you kind of can swim up still, even though you are not out of bounds, and there is like no out of bounds water. It's like this small part of the water where you can cancel the air swim. That is actually very helpful.
Yeah, so back there we did an aggro chain. If you quit out mid-combat in this game, it'll put you back right where you were before entering combat. So we just enter combat there real quick, leave our air swim to get that checkpoint to warp back to later, and then quit out to restore this state so we can continue to Guardianate. This trick is really hard right here, so if I mess this up, we're in trouble.
Just don't mess it up, we'll fork it.
Okay. Hard
yeah, so there is a very precise out of bounds movement, because there is like a lot of holes and you can see anything pretty much the whole way, and also Ape aggroes at you at some point and can throw poop at you that actually gonna hit you through out of bounds, like through the walls in out of bounds. But yeah, that's actually was nailed perfectly.
Yeah, not bad.
Perfect. Yeah, that was good. Yeah, this movement can be very problematic. Like, you need to know every corner, like where are the invisible walls, where floor disappears, like where you need to jump, how you need to jump, and it's like a very precise movement all the way to the flower.
And if you mess it up at all, you fall for like a solid 45 seconds straight before it'll just auto-kill you.
And you die and you lose air swim, and yeah, it's like very bad. So now we go into out of bounds again, and actually to be able to enter the monkeys fight, you need to kill Genichiro. That will respawn the bell inside the Senpu temple. That will allow us to like use it and teleport into the monkeys arena, but developers just put monkeys arena like way lower than the Senpu temple is, so if you just fall through out of bounds long enough in a specific place, you can just fall right into the arena without actually acquiring the bell from the killing Genichiro, basically. And monkeys are just 4 enemies that you need to eliminate. They have like different special abilities, like one of them invisible, the other one like has the insane hearing and stuff like that, and they are 100% consistent. Like, they start at the same points, they react to you kind of the same way, so they are very easy to manipulate the way you want.
So yeah, we're in the location you can get Mortal Blade now, but as Dan mentioned, we have not killed Genichiro yet. So if we pick that up now, we're gonna soft lock the game. So we're just gonna get this checkpoint, go ahead and kill Geni, and then come back and get that real fast.
Yeah, and Genichiro actually is a interesting boss, casually,
Yeah.
at least. Well, actually, casually, I had a lot of problems with Genichiro. I guess I spent the most amount of time on Genichiro in my casual playthrough. And for Genichiro, we're gonna use the same hole in the wall for the air swim. Just gonna air swim the different direction from the time when we swimmed into Santo Temple.
Yeah, this is just a little bit faster than just climbing the tower normally.
Yeah, there is like another skip, parkour skip that allows you to skip the mini boss that you need to kill normally to approach to Genichiro, but like this is around 5 to 8 seconds faster, I guess, just air swimming. Yeah, fortunately there is a cutscene, and as we mentioned, like when you trigger the cutscene, air swim cancels, so that is very good. We bait Genichiro in the corner, and then we just keep spamming the attacks.
Yeah, basically the
And
same
he's
thing we did
just
to
dead
Snake
angle.
Eyes.
Yeah, exactly. So he's dead angle, so he can't block our attack, and we can easily punish him without getting like any hits. Like LilAggy got hit by the arrows, but even arrows can be avoided. It's not that difficult to beat, but I guess there is no point actually to avoid it.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. He can never kill us with that attack, and we
Yeah.
have enough health for phase 3.
Like it makes sense to avoid this only if you are low health in the first place. So unfortunately we can't do the same for the third phase because Genichiro gets teleported after cutscene. Like we can't continue our insane stagger, but fortunately Genichiro is pretty chill in the third phase. Perfectly is when Genichiro goes for the 2 lightnings in a row. It makes fight like incredibly fast, like it's super fast. But getting at least 1 lightning is always better than not having them at all, I would say.
Yeah, for sure.
And we should mention that we actually don't have like any skills. Like we don't have the Shinobi skill tree, or we don't have Ashina skill tree. So we don't have Mikiri counter. And that a bit changes behavior in the fight. So yeah, we killed Genichiro, now we can pick up the Mortal Draw, Mortal Blade, sorry. The Mortal Draw is the ability. And that's gonna force game at the next stage, like the next world stage, somewhat. And it's gonna respawn Owl on top of the roof where Genichiro was.
Yeah, and then this game does
And
have
the-
multiple endings, so
Yeah.
the like breaking point between that is when Owl spawns, so you either agree with him or disagree with him, and agreeing with him is mean but faster. And that'll just take us to the final boss.
So we actually like 3 other endings. In 3 other endings, you finish like you face the same final boss, but only this specific ending, like the evil ending, I guess you can call it. You face the alternative version of Vision. That is pretty cool, I guess. That you have this like raw. And yeah, we do air swim again, the same way.
Surprise, surprise.
Because there, because there is another cutscene on top of this roof with the owl. And actually, this time, this air swim saves more time than when we were doing it with Genichiro, because like area is slightly changed, or not area slightly changed. We just run from the different idol, yeah.
Yeah.
And the area changed as well. Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's
Like what? And so we face Emma and Fire Vision after Emma. And actually Emma, I would say, quite difficult at first.
Yeah, she can troll you sometimes. Her opening
she
move
has
can be
a
little
really
unpredictable.
like fluent moveset, like I don't know how to call it. Her moves are very smooth, but it still takes quite a decent amount of time to do. learn her moveset fully, and she has like insanely like rough death blow animation.
Yeah, poor Emma.
Yeah,
It's alright, she's fine.
yeah. So we are actually using like the sugars we mentioned. They actually, as I said, like increase our posture damage because we killed an Emma in addition with posture damage. The sugars increase our posture damage quite a lot. Like it's significantly, we deal significantly more damage.
Oh, I need to equip Mortal Draw, that will help.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank god I remembered that. Yeah, at the start of phase 2 there, he does a huge attack that if I don't cancel it, it's gonna cause major issues. It sets the whole arena on fire.
Yeah, it's like very annoying to block and deflect, and also it's just very slow.
Man, one more hit here and then he's done. And the game's over.
Yeah, game is over. So that was Sekiro 80%.
Yeah, it's a short little category.
I mean, yeah, it's actually very cool because it has like all the main features that Sekiro speedrunning can provide to you. Like you have air swimming, you have delayed jumps, you have all the parkour, you have actually Ishin fights where you use consumables when you have to like know the moveset of the boss, and you can lose significant amount of time if you are not very good at fighting the boss. So yeah, that was the Shura ending.
Yeah.
Yeah, time.
But
So
yeah,
that's
that was sure. That was 80%.
What is the IG? Check the IGT.
The IGT, I actually got it pulled up. I've got my splits running, but it was 23:18, which is pretty speedy.
23:18.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
very
pretty
good.
cool.
Very good. Well, thank you, Aggie. Thank you, Dan, for the great run. That was actually, aside from Ogre, like everything seemed to work really, really well.
Everything was fine. Like like the ape skip is a very scary part.
Oh yeah, that one went. Yeah, I was
that
waiting.
was
for
like
it, and
super
that went-
smooth. Dude.
Yeah, that
Like,
was very good.
but I mean, Eggy's professional for a
Yeah,
reason.
professional speedster.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you both. Okay, we're gonna go to a quick break. We got Englishman coming up next. He's going to be doing GTA Vice City. So stick around for that. And again, thanks Aggie for running Sekiro. Appreciate it. Thanks, guys.